Hello, everyone. Tool Time Hero here, and we're about to go into another deck tech today. Always, we're going to be playing some jank, and that jank is actually going to be bringing us into sort of like a four-colored mutation deck. And I know I've done a mutation deck before, um, but I just love it. It's just super fun. I just love playing decks that are kind of just like out of the ordinary. I mean, don't get me wrong, playing the meta decks are fun, they give you the wins, but with this kind of jankiness, you know, I can't get enough of it. And so today we're going to be playing sort of just like a jank mutation deck, which is kind of revolving around a few key pieces here. One of the fun ones being Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Now, when Vito is basically sort of like not Exquisite Blood, what's the other? Sanguine Bond. So, whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Now, we have played a deck with Vito before, but this one's going to just be a little bit different. What we're running here is sort of kind of like with Baby Godzilla. He's our little engine maker here. He gives us all the creatures with mutate one less the cast. Eventually, if you run two Baby Godzillas out on the field, you can pretty much start swarming your opponent, especially with running some like migratory great horns, kind of thinning out your deck a little bit of your basics, which we do kind of run a few. We run 4 plains, 2 islands, 1 swamp, 1 forest. Now with this we're running sort of like we have Zangoth Mamba here. He's our 1-drop. He's our guy who's going to be eliminating creatures out on the field if need be, sort of like our early aggro. Defense. Not only that, if you can chain quite a few, I mean, you can take out bigger creatures, but you're really not going to be focused much on that. Paradise Druid here for some ramp, and also as hexproof for mutate. If we can just leave her untapped and just keep mutating on top of her, our opponent can't really target her as she has hexproof, and just gives us the time that we can eventually start getting into our key pieces. Along with that, we have Insatiable Hemophage, along with Vito, will basically be dealing double damage every time that he mutates, which can just spiral out of control. I've had a game where I brought someone down from 17 life to 0 life in just two mutates. So the aspect of this deck, it can just spiral out of control, especially once you have 2-3 Baby Godzillas out onto the battlefield. You're pretty much casting most of your stuff for 1 mana. Some of the stuff that you do run for 2 mana, you have Boneyard Lurker, which can get back your cards that you discard, so essentially you're not really losing anything. Necropanther, which is really good because then it can give you back your Baby Godzillas, Zagoth Mambas, Paradise Druids, Vitos, or another Necropanther if you really need it. Majestic Auricorn, we run this guy because just 8 stacks on top of the Vito Lifegain already, and just can still end out a game pretty fast. With Dreamtail Heron coming in here, we have, whenever this card mutates, we draw a card. We have Angurius here because, just as running as 2 of, because, we want to be able to kind of deal with certain things out on the battlefield, which is why we also have a Zangoth Mamba. Because that is what this deck does lack. This deck does lack some interactivity. But you know what? That's just part of the jank. When you're running jank, you're just going to lose out on a certain few things. Now, I'm sure there's probably other things that I could be running here, but just keeping with the theme of mutate, I just wanted to try to see see how it works. And it does. When it does work, it can work. But getting to ourselves to that point is part of the challenge and part of the fun. So I do hope you enjoy, and we'll dive right in. once we select it here. D's Nut, classic name. Alright, so we're running with a Zangoth Triome and an island. We do have a Paradise Druid out here, and we do have a Zangoth Mamba. We might be able to get away with this. Vampire of Dire Moon. So we are going to drop our Triome. If we draw into another land, we're going to drop Mamba. If we don't, then we drop a Paradise Druid. Probably has some sort of instant speed spell. Thinking about buffing? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I think we're going to drop our second Triome here. We did draw into that land, and we're just going to drop a Mamba. Next turn we can drop an island and drop, you know, Great Horn, hopefully. That is the game plan. If not, then it's okay. We can drop a Paradise Druid and still get away with it. We'll see if he decides to use something against the Mamba, though. Sitting at 3 mana. Okay, so he decides to use his Eliminate, which is fine with us. We're going to drop a Paradise. We'll drop an island. So now we can just mutate with Impunity here. We will be dropping that guy. That is a guy for sure. So okay. Oof. So, I mean, his guy's getting pretty beefy here. Oof. This is gonna be rough. That actually might be getting a game here. We're gonna lose quite a bit. Death Touch deck. This is the first time actually seeing a Hooded Blightfang in action, and it's actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to block here. Unfortunately, not enough. That eliminate taking out our Zangoth was pretty brutal. Enabled him to start getting those counters onto his bloodthirsty aerialist. Say that 5 times fast. Everyone has this new character going on right now. Okay. We will mulligan that. We'll keep this. Just hope we draw into a 3rd land. There we go. This guy first. And this. And the next turn we can just maybe start dropping a Vito. We'll see what he's playing. A Lifegain flyer deck. Okay. So we'll get rid of his healer hawk, get ourselves a plains, and out of their deck. Going for the Swain. Next turn we can drop Vito, and then we can start dropping some mutates here. But we'll see. Ooh. Pacifism, so our guy can't attack, but he can still do stuff. So he brings him out. We're gonna drop a Hemophage. We'll bring out a Paradise Druid. So now with 2 Hemophages on top of each other, they do stack. So this guy has mutated twice. Throwing another Hemophage will make it 3 times, and then actually he'll be doing 6. So we should be able to kill him actually with 1. Oh wow! Unless he plays something like that. So definitely. That is a card, and I never would have expected, but then again, I never expected pacifism to be in sort of a deck like this. Alright, so we got... Now we're drawing land, so here we go. Just... interesting. Okay, there's something. Alright. Let's try and go for the kill. We actually don't have mana to play, baby. But seeing as the spot that we're in, it doesn't really matter, huh? So I can see that one. We're 0 for 2, but that doesn't stop us. We continue to try. Alright. Now this looks like a way better hand. Alright. So what's our breeding pool? Looks like another mono black aggro death touch build, maybe. Not pretty, not so fun. Might see an eliminate here, as if this is maybe a similar deck that we've seen. No, actually. Oh, yeah. Say no to those. Okay. So we're back up at good amount of life here.
Go ahead. Meg, fighting here than in the Undercity.
So here are no blocks.
I've done things I'm not proud of.
So we are going to mutate with our Necro. Oh, that's fine. Put it under. Create another
Kill your enemies.
death touch. We'll see what he does here if he chooses to attack. Just attack with everyone. So we will block here.
People call me a death dealer, but I rarely offer discounts.
Another Seraph with the scales. Out of the 24 lands that we do draw. Alright, so he's looking to buff his Seraphs. We're sitting at 33 life, so we can definitely take this kind of damage right now. Let me see, okay.
If you see an assassin coming for you, that's a bad assassin.
Alright. Call it the Death Czar. Getting back his guys. I do draw a Vito. Their turn. Hope he doesn't draw into any. He doesn't seem to have any sort of removal, which is our biggest downfall.
I've done things I'm not proud of.
Cool little Death Touch deck. Probably runs the. Let's see. Let's see if we draw. And we don't. We draw into another land out of having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Almost having actually we have half our lands out in the battlefield. We still draw another one. Well, we know. We know in the ways of the jank. It's not the victories or losses that we seek. It's the challenge of the combos. Oof. So let's see here. Maybe some more card draw for sure. We could actually. So if we can't fill our... Oh, we're looking at a good curve right now. having ideas, but we're straying. I don't want to stray too far from the main goal here. Having the idea that if we were looking at it, actually, if you saw what I saw, you could try to run like a plague crafter little combo in here with necro. It's a possibility. I mean, it wouldn't do much if they didn't have creatures, so it's like, it's a what if. Wolf Strider is another interesting concept. Let's give a little bit of this a go. We'll see if we can run a better little loop of Necropanther with like outside of Life's Bounty. That way we can protect our guys a little bit better. We can't keep this because we do have four colors right here with these, but we just gotta hope ourselves into drawing more land. If we don't, it can lead into a bad situation. We do have to throw a card back. He's still choosing, so he's stuck. Alright, so we're on the play here. I'll drop this and can always get it back with Necropanther and just get something out into the field to put a little bit of pressure on. Demir something. Or could always be Grixis, but I'm thinking Demir since he has the colors. He's flying the flag. Okay, so okay. So I guess we're happy with that. We might run a counter. I want to see what kind of counter you'd be running, but no, he's running something. A quench. Alright. Control Demir. I saw this on CGB's video today. Don't know if it's the same, but see. Alright. Demir Control. The evilest, one of the evilest decks right now. Just doesn't like you playing anything. It's unfortunate that we're also not curving into our fourth land here. We'll either draw too many lands, or we won't draw none. It's the curse of the Magic. It's holding on to something. Just doesn't like to, doesn't want to pass the turn. Oh, there you go. Here we are waiting again. Seems like he is debating his choices here. All right. And do we see another counter here? As the two remaining cards in his hand. Could be a drown in the lock. which I would see someone playing. Or Mystical Dispute. Quench. Whatever. Control card. There it is. Quench. Had to be one of them. Let's see, he's sitting with one card, he's got 6 mana. That's my guess, he's running like a... Boneyard Lurker here. Let's see, challenges. Oh, he's running an Omen of the Sea. Alright. So we managed to stick something to the board. We'll see if it'll be good enough to match his Dimir power. One top, one bottom, so he's drawing into something he wants. It's a counter spell? No, it's another Omen of the Sea. Oh, he's fishing. One top, one bottom. He draws into something else. What is it going to be? I wonder. Has to be something good. Thought Erasure. Ooh. Alright, so he gets rid of the Hemophage. I'm curious to what his other card in his hand is going to be. We will never know. Okay. Alright, we'll see. We'll see what that does. See what he draws into. Another Thought Erasure. Alright. He does get rid of the Boneyard Lurker. He's gonna go for Scry. We're gonna see what he scries into. Two bottom, so he didn't find what he was looking for. But let's see if he finds... Nope, a second castle. Searching for... Let's see, two bottom. Oh, one top, one bottom. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. It is a game of top decking now, and he has the power of Scry with his castles. Thief of Sanity. Alright. See what he draws into. A Narset, which he can minus himself into a removal spell here, leaving him at 1 life. Which plays a, which he gets a cry for some reason. I don't see why. See what he steals. Probably nothing to it his liking. A blocker, perchance. Interesting. I mean, was he stuck with getting Cry? Because that really did not help him here. I'm curious to see what he chose. And we get it. We get our first win there, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually, you believe hard enough, dreams do come true. And it took us 4 games to find that out. Get one more under the belt here. We'll see if maybe we can't ride this waves of success to another win. We did get lucky there. The thing with control decks is that you just keep pushing. You get through the... If you can get yourselves through the hardships of the removal, you should be okay. Alright, so we do find ourselves with a little good deck here. We're gonna play just play Overgrown here first. Lead in with a Breeding Pool, untapped, Baby Godzilla, and then maybe we can start making the train. Get ourselves into another land. Fortunately, making me think I should have played Breeding Pool first, but what's in the past is in the past. Alright, so we're looking into an elemental deck here. Now this is going to be fascinating. This is definitely going to be fun. Alright, so we can play a Boneyard Lurker here. Allow us to draw and then discard. Next turn we can play a Paradise Druid and actually just do a Hemophage on top of it instead. So he did throw his... I'm assuming we're going to see a Reason Reef, yeah. Which he draws a card. He doesn't get himself into land, which is good for us. Really good for us. Oh my god, we have a Boneyard Lurker. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to play this guy, and we're going to drop 1 and a green. And we're going to play our Paradise. Which is nice and all. We're gonna leave it. Because Paradise Druid can't be touched right now. Unless there's something I'm not thinking of. But, of course, he's not gonna throw the... And we can end it. Because then what we'll do is we're gonna drop a Boneyard and we're gonna drop a Hemophage and then... on top of the Paradise Druid. Because we want to leave it, you know, hex-proofed. He drew into his lands for sure. Okay, so we will... Alright, so for here... Now with our Boneyard Lurker right here being hexproofed, if he does find a way to get rid of our other one, which is okay, we can definitely bring it back, and then we can just stack it, double stack, do whatever the fuck we want. So we're putting him in the position right now where he's gonna have to play something big. He's playing Overgrown, so never mind. But he's gonna get a land. He's probably gonna draw a card. He hasn't played land for turn. He could play another land. He doesn't have. Oh no, he does. He has mountain. We could see a. Never mind. I take that back. He's playing the beefy elemental deck here. Alright, so we're definitely gonna drop a 1-mana Hemophage now. Draw ourselves into cards, and we don't care because we'll get them back. We'll drop that because we want to play the. Alright. Hemophage? We might be able to end it this turn, we'll see. We're fine with these because we can always just get them back. Go under. We're actually going to be able to kill him now because of with the flying, Hemophage, blah blah blah. We actually got him. Let's see, we ride that wave. Once we win one, we can ride the train. But that is it for me today. It's been just a wonderful time showcasing this deck to you all. I always appreciate conversation over these things. If you ever have something an idea or an opinion that either can make the deck more fun, better even, much appreciated. I love talking Magic and deck theory a lot. It's just one of the reasons why I even got into Magic, was just the idea of just putting a lot of different ideas together and seeing what you can come up with on the other side. But for now, it's been fun, and I hope to see you all again soon.